Hello everyone. So in this video we'll see a numerical on force analysis of spur gear. Okay, so I will read a question and just I will write down here the given data. The pitch circle of spur gears is shown in figure. A gear A receives 3.5 kilowatt power at 700 rpm. Here power is given as 3.5 kilowatt and speed of gear A at rpm 700. Speed of gear is given and rpm of gear is given and power is given. Through its shaft and rotates in clockwise direction. Okay, so you can see here the direction is shown. The gear is rotating in clockwise direction. Gear B is idler gear while gear C is driven gear. Now see here B is idler gear, it will not transmit power to its own shaft, and C is a driven gear. Okay, so gear C is driven gear and which will transmit power to output shaft. The number of teeth on gears A, B and C are, so here number of teeth will denote with Z. Okay, so ZA, ZB and ZC are 30, 60 and 40 respectively. 30, 60 and 40 respectively. While the module is 5 mm. While the module is 5 mm. Calculate the torque on each gear shaft. So first we need to calculate torque on each gear shaft, and second the components of tooth forces. Components of tooth forces means here tangential and radial two components are there. Now see here the direction of A is given is clockwise, so B will rotate in, A is rotating in clockwise, so B will rotate in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, A is rotating clockwise, B will rotate in anti-clockwise, B is rotating anti-clockwise, C will rotate in clockwise. Okay, so in this way the direction will be there. Now we will go for the calculation. So first is torque acting on each shaft. So now we will find torque. So the torque we can find from power. Okay, so we have a formula of power is equal to 2 pi n into mt. Mt is nothing but torque divided by 16 to 1000. So this is the formula of power. So from this power formula we will calculate mt. So first we will go for torque on each shaft, means first torque on shaft of gear A. So from this formula we want mt A is equal to P into 60 into 1000 divided by 2 pi into NA. So this will be the formula for MTA. So is equal to, now power is given as 3.5 kilowatt. Okay, 3.5 kilowatt. So you have to convert it in watts into 10 raised to 3 watts into 10 raised to 3 watt into 60 into 1000 divided by 2 pi into n. N is given as 700. So n is 700. So you will get, after calculation you will get mt is equal to 47746.48 Newton mm. So this will be your mt A. Then we'll go for torque on shaft of gear B. So here you can see it is given in example itself that shaft B is idler gear. So on gear B is idler gear. So idler gear will not transmit torque to its shaft. So as gear B is idler gear, therefore MTB is equal to 0. Okay, so it will not transmit torque to its shaft. Then third part is torque on shaft of gear C. Now to calculate torque on gear C, what you need is NC. Okay, so NC we don't have, so NC you can find from gear ratio. Okay. So because gear ratio is nothing but your I is equal to NC by NA is equal to ZA by ZC. Okay. So you can calculate, here we are having ZA and ZC. ZA is 30, ZC is 40. So here you just replace this formula, because here it should not be, gear ratio should not be less than 1. So we will write here I is equal to gear ratio ZC by ZA, we will write here, because ZC is greater, divided by ZA is equal to NA by NC. Now here ZC by ZA we can calculate. So here ZC is given as 40, ZA is 30 is equal to, now NA is also given as 700 divided by NC. So from this you can calculate NC. Now after getting NC, we can use same formula to calculate torque on C. Okay, so here I will rewrite the formula. MTC is equal to power into 60 into 1000 divided by 2 pi NC. So here power is 3.5 into 10 raised to 3 into 60 into 1000 divided by 2 pi into 525. So you will get MTC as 63661.97. Okay, so in this way you can find torque on ABC. Or once you have the another method is, if suppose you are having torque on A, so you can just power on A and power on C you can equate, and from that also you can calculate the torque. Okay, so that is another method. Whichever is smaller, whichever is easier, you can use that formula. Then second part is forces acting, component of tooth forces. So now see here there are 3 gears A, B and C. So the component of forces, now second part is component of forces on gear A, B, C. So, okay, so here component of forces on between A and B will be same. So here the tangential component, radial component will be same. The component of forces between C and B, here you can calculate. So we'll find one by one. So first we will go for the component of forces between A and B. Okay, so here the tangential component between A and B is nothing but, now tangential component we have taken as force, power by velocity. Now here velocity is nothing but pitch line velocity. Power will remain same, but velocity is pitch line velocity. So pitch line velocity you can calculate for gear A or gear B, it will be same. So pitch line velocity you can find from pi d n divided by 16 to 1000. Okay. So this, from this formula you will get velocity, but here n we have, d we don't have. So d we can find from module, because module is equal to d by z. So from this d you will get m into z. Okay. So if suppose you want to find dA, so m into za is equal to, now here m is given as 5 and za is also 30. So we can calculate it. So it is 150 mm. Similarly, we will calculate dB. M into ZB is equal to, M is 5. Now ZB is 60. It is 300 mm. and DC MZC 5 into 40 200 mm. So now we'll find pitch line velocity of gear A is equal to pi dA NA divided by 60 into 1000. So we will get VA as pi into dA is 150, or NA is given, NA is 700 divided by 60 into 1000. So if you calculate it, so you will get velocity VA as 5.4978 meter per second. Okay, now we will calculate tangential force between A B is equal to power is 3.5 into 10 raised to 3 divided by velocity is 5.4978. So you will get 636.62 Newton. And so this is the force between gear A and B, tangential force. Then after that, radial component we will find PR between A and B. So radial component is PT into tan of alpha. Now here PT is 636.62 into tan of, now alpha is given. So here alpha actually given in the example, I forgot to read that part. So here assume 20 degree full depth involute system. So this was given, assume 20 degree full depth involute system. So as 20 degree full depth involute system is there, so it means that your alpha is 20 degree. Okay, so alpha is 20 degree. So your PR of AB is equal to 231.71 Newton. Okay, so this is your PT and PR between A and B. Now see here power, your tangential force is nothing but power by velocity. Okay, so here velocity is nothing but pitch line velocity, and power is power is nothing but it is same for all the gears. Okay, so power on gear A, B, C will remain same. Velocity of A, B and C will remain same. Pitch line velocity, because pitch line velocity depend on this product D and N. Diameter increases, RPM reduces, RPM increases, diameter reduces, so product will remain same. So here PTAB is nothing but just we have calculated PTAB. So similarly PTBC is same as PTAB, because your power is same, velocity is same. Okay, so PTBC is equal to PTAB, and as PTBC is equal to PTAB, so PRBC is equal to PRAB. So this is the formula. In this way you can calculate the forces acting on the gear to